Buffalo Theater Ensemble supporters took to the campus today to protest the restrictive proposal on tonight's agenda. The annual spring performance of college dance is this weekend. We leap in and highlight what these performances have to offer. All that and much more in this edition of Courier TV News. Hi, and thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Bruzek. It has been a vote that many supporters of the Buffalo Theater Ensemble have been waiting for, but after the no vote at the last board meeting, they are hoping tonight the curtain won't fall on the BTE permanently. We start our team coverage with Stephanie Cervantes.
Earlier today, BTE supporters were on campus to show their support for the return of the resident theater company to the college once again.
Well, I'm here to support Buffalo Theater Ensemble. We're really hoping to bring it back. It was let go about 2 years ago, and we've been fighting ever since to reinstate it. So, I know we've had 1,000 signatures signed, and I know we have shirts, we have a Facebook page, I think the best option is them to bring it back.
Despite the community outcry, the ensemble faces an uphill battle. As it stands now, the theater company would be a non-academic program in order to get the funding they want. It's up to them to prove they can turn a profit or be subjected to the college's curriculum and become an academic program.
It's apparent that the Buffalo Theater Ensemble wasn't consulted because the proposal is completely different than what was originally presented at the last board meeting. It basically sets them up for failure because they haven't been able to apply for the grants, apply for the licensing rights for these shows, and they need to sell out based on the criteria in September.
There was certainly a lot of community support today for BTE. This is Stephanie Cervantes for CNTV News. Back to you, Alex.
Thanks, Stephanie. Our team coverage continues with Zach Long, who is at the Board of Trustees meeting covering all of the items on tonight's agenda, including the vote for the BTE.
Alex, after a long week of presidential forums, the Board of Trustees got back to the business of governing the college. At tonight's meeting, the board recognized the work of outgoing student trustee Gloria Rourke and swore into office incoming student trustee Lucelena Escamilla.
And the mission and philosophy of the College of DuPage.
Congratulations, Juan. Thank you.
I am very excited. This is actually a turning point at our college, picking a new president, and I truly feel that we are just going to progress from here on out, so I'm very excited to be part of that. I think this is going to be a very humbling experience.
Also on the agenda was the annual reorganization of the board. Deanne Mazzocchi will serve as board chairman, David Olson as vice chairman, and Frank Napolitano as board secretary. The board members will serve in these positions until April 2017, when 3 of the 7 seats will be up for re-election. And it looks like the stage lights are going to be turned back on for Buffalo Theater Ensemble. 2 years ago, the ensemble was cut due to financial reasons. It has been a vote that many of the supporters of the BTE have been waiting for. With this approval, the Buffalo Theater Ensemble will be back on campus in the fall. From the College of DuPage Board of Trustees meeting, I'm Zach Long.
Thanks, Zach. And remember, for all the latest college news and events, log on to the Courier newspaper at codcourier.org. COD's presidential search is almost over. CNTV reporter Nick Petrillo spoke with the final 3 candidates at their question and answer session this week.
I may not be running for president here, but over the past 3 nights, COD's presidential finalists have been meeting here to discuss why they would be the best choice to become the new campus president. First up was Barbara Cavalier, who is currently president of Navarro College. She focused on her experience of managing colleges similar in size to COD and her expertise in getting a college off of accreditation probation.
When you consider the challenges that the college faces with funding, with accreditation being on probation, those are all areas that I have experience, and I think I can make a difference in serving this institution.
On Tuesday, Dr. Anne Rondeau addressed the college. While she does not come from an educational background, she emphasized her leadership skills backed up by her naval experience as a 3-star admiral.
I have done this kind of work my entire professional career, training and teaching anybody and working adults to go the next step, wherever that is.
On Wednesday, Dr. David Soms stepped up to the mic. A proponent of international studies and community relations, Dr. Som himself is a former exchange student and has previously worked at COD as the coordinator of international studies. He is currently the president of Elgin Community College.
I've had 20 years as president. I've had additional years as head of student services, head of academic affairs, head of business affairs. So I've had a full experience at the college level.
All of the candidates were met with an enthusiastic response from the COD community, but everyone had their own reasons for having a favorite candidate.
The best part about listening to Dr. Radha was she was unapologetically honest about acknowledging not knowing something, which is ideally what a leader should be.
What I like is the experience that she's had in so many areas, basically being president, the student services, and so forth. So I think she has a lot of experience, and especially at the community college.
He was taking any questions that came at him, and he was able to answer them. What I thought was pretty open, pretty trustworthy, and that's how I think he is as an overall person.
Each forum was well attended by students, staff, and members of the community. The board will select one of the candidates at a still undetermined future date.
This week, the Environmental Club held a variety of events leading up to Earth Day. We go to the CNTV reporter Brian Troutman for the details.
The first Earth Day was established in 1970 following a devastating oil spill off the coast of California and Santa Barbara. Former U.S. Senator Gaylord Nelson led the effort to organize a national teach-in on the threats to the environment. In line with this tradition, this week, the COD's Environmental Club organized a cleanup of the DuPage River. Even if you didn't make it to the river cleanup, there's still things you can do in your everyday life to help the environment. Various events took place over this week that brought attention to issues surrounding the environment. One of the key events was Meatless Mondays, organized by the Students for Animal Defense.
I just did one day a week where I eliminated meat completely from my diet, and I felt great afterwards.
The organization urges everyone to save an animal's life by cutting meat from their diet on Mondays. Practice a green lifestyle, not just on Earth Day, but every day.
I hope that students walk away with a better understanding of the impact that humans have on the earth and how each person has a role that they can take to live more sustainably and overall be more environmentally conscious.
Brian Troutman, CNTV News.
The annual juried student art exhibit is now open until May 21st at the Cleve Carney Art Gallery at the college. The jury display will feature two-dimensional and three-dimensional works of art by students at the college. The event is free and open to the public. For more information on this exhibition, contact the Cleve Carney Art Gallery at 630-942-2321. The College Dance will present its annual spring dance concert on Friday 24th at 7:30 p.m. in the Belushi Performance Hall in the Mackinac Art Center. The show will feature modern jazz, ballet, and contemporary dance styles and will be choreographed by guest choreographers, dance faculty, and feature performances by COD dancers.
The student choreographers have to audition their concept and a brief portion of their dance. We had a large turnout for our choreographers this year and selected the top 5.
The dancers have been working hard to perfect their technique and convey a message through their movement.
Each piece is going to be like a different story.
Tickets for the event are $6 for general admission. For tickets and information, call 630-942-4000. If you love to laugh, COD is putting on a show that you won't want to miss. The College Theater will be presenting a play by Neil Simon called Rumors. Rumors is directed by College of DuPage professor of theater, Connie Canaday Howard, and will feature an ensemble cast of COD students.
I hope most of all that they enjoy themselves. That's the purpose of a farce, is to sort of sit back and let the cares of the day evaporate for a short amount of time.
Performance of Rumors will be Thursday, April 21st through Sunday, May 1st. Tickets for the show are $14. For tickets or more information, visit atthemac.org. Students looking to take their talents to the stage can try out for summer theater auditions and get college credit. This summer, COD will be hosting 2 plays. One is Grease and the other an improvisational performance. Students can still sign up for auditions going on April 23rd and 24th. Interested students should email Connie Canaday Howard at canaday@cod.edu or call 630-942-2137. This week, Sodexo hosted its first ever campus-wide cupcake war competition at the college. 7 teams faced off in this fun and fast-paced bake-off that featured MPTV student Nate Burkett as the MC of the event.
That's a good sign. We do have cupcakes left, so please come on up and make your purchases.
Judges watched and tasted all the delicious creations, and winners walked away with some yummy prizes. All proceeds from the sale went to Northern Illinois Food Bank. Thanks for joining us for this week's Courier TV News. Please join us next week as we connect you to the community with more College DuPage news. Have a great weekend.